Hello Weekend Warriors, welcome back to the workshop. And what you see in front of you here is the T-Press Mark II-A. Basically it is same design of the T-Press. However, I've narrowed the back portion that connects to the registration cap. So instead of being 16 inches wide now, it's only 11 inches wide. And then the feet are about 3.5 inches long. So that foot right down under there, that's about 3.5 inches long. And on these you can see that I built a few of them here. And on these I haven't gone crazy with the welds. I've just done tack welds because you know what? This is a screen press. It's not a truck, and it's not going to take that much stress. So I'm not going to worry too much about full welds on it, especially for what I'm doing. The rest of it remains the same. 1 1/4 inch tubing now instead of 1 inch tubing. No more big welded feet off to the side because my clamps will fit nicely inside the 1 1/4 tubing. And then to give me a little bit more producibility as far as t-shirts go, well, I've gone ahead and I've mounted them on a Lazy Susan. So now I've got a 4-platen line table, rotary line table basically. And each one of these T-presses, they're held on with simply 3 bolts. There's one here in front, and there's one on each side. You see I can access it through the top and unscrew it there. Same thing over here, and repeated 4 times. For each one of those positions where there is a bolt, of course there's a T-nut corresponding on the other side. Because, as you see, this is just press board. So I'm not going to rely on a nut and a washer underneath. Plus, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get underneath to do nuts and washers, considering that they're kind of far up underneath there. So the T-nuts are the way to go. Under there, you can see my heavy-duty bearing-supported Lazy Susan that's left over from my original rotary press from the printingplans.com site. So this thing breaks down very easily. It sets up very easily in under 10 minutes. And it gives me 4 positions to print. Now, in addition to this, I've also made with an extra accessory here. Let's bring it around. And this is just a tabletop screen holder. There we go, I'm just getting it in position in there. And so, when I'm working with a screen, let's find a screen in here. There's one. There we go, so when I'm working and I'm printing, when it's time to rotate, I got someplace to put that screen out of my way, and it'll rotate with me. And that's just the second Lazy Susan. It's a much lighter duty one from the original version of the printingplans.com rotary press. So just like everything else in the garage, especially that deals with screen printing for me, it breaks down and it doesn't take up a whole heck of a lot of room. Because, well, I don't have tons of room in the workshop. So, that's about it. Now, give me a minute and I'll actually show this thing in its first production run. Actually, I'm only doing a few t-shirts for a kids soccer team, but we'll see how it works. So y'all stand by. Okay, here we are, we're set up. I've got my shirts loaded on 3 of the platens. What I brought into the equation here is I've taken the Ghetto heat press, marked it stationary, and this is going to be my flash unit. Now, it's not like a real flash unit. Don't even think that you're going to get the speed and heat that you will with a real flash unit, but believe it or not, it works. It just takes a little bit more time. Across from me here, I've got an old computer fan unit that is going to cool my shirts as I work. So by the time they get back around to me, they're going to be cool enough for me to handle. I won't be smudging any ink or anything like that. If I was printing multiple colors, I wouldn't be curing colors onto the screen, so everything's going good. So all that's left is to start printing these shirts. So here we go. It would help if I had the screen in the right direction. And my squeegee ready. Ink is still a bit thick. But I am sure that it's going to work out for me here. Alright, let's see how that looks. Ooh, that looks pretty good right off the top. Alright, but I'm going to do a hit flash hit. So, stick it on the flash unit for a few seconds, and while that is flashing, let's hit the next one. Bring my tray back around to me here. Still a little bit sticky. Might need to get a little bit closer, but we'll leave it sit under there for a few seconds. So you see my screen holder, it moves with me as I swivel through here. And make sure my hands are clean the whole time. Oh, that's better. Alright, let's get that next one under there. Yeah. Let's not be holding onto a rag while we're printing. Oh, yeah. See how that next one is coming along. It's coming along. It's still a little sticky again. There we go. And this is how it's going to go. Now it's going to be a lot quicker than using a heat gun by hand. I normally, if I'm printing a bunch of shirts, I have somebody helping me. They're taking care of the heat press part while I'm pressing the shirt. Well, in this way, I'm going to be able to actually make a little bit better time than that, and I don't need a second person. Beautiful. I'll leave that alone for a minute or two. Zero. Okay, here we go. This is the adult size run. Now I already did the 3 kid shirts. Here we go. It takes about 2 minutes to get a cure on one. So what? So I shut the camera off and took care of the cure time. Now we're doing the adult shirts, and I ran out of purple shirts, so mine's going to be black. You know, I'm not going to go and print these for everybody else and not have one for myself. That would be just ridiculous. And of course, for the adults, I'm going a little bit larger. Because after all, the design is larger, I should say. Whoops. And I haven't got my flash unit down far enough, so I better scoot it down a little bit further. I'm going to get even heat across the whole design. There we go. Beauty. It's fun. I ran out of disk space, so I had to pull a video off the camera. Whoops! And while I was doing all that, I dropped my squeegee into my ink. So I'm on the second go around for these guys. I'm going to get the timer started since I'm curing this time. And this is where the battery died on my video camera. Anyway, here's the end product. T-shirt for the Pee Wee soccer team. All printed on my 4-station line press. My rotary line press. Using just all homemade built stuff. So another good thing of, if you can think about it and you take a little bit of time, you can build it. And that's all I have. So until I see you next time, y'all keep up the good fight and keep on working in your garage. Bye.